Good morning. Um, it's been a month since I made my last video update. Um, Not a lot has really happened. Prepping to go to a camping trip. So trying to figure out meal plans and stuff for that to continue my bodybuilding training. I've kind of stalled in my weight loss for that right now. I'm 179 pounds. This has been my barrier before when I did a weight loss journey like this. I hit 175 once for a day or two, and it's really tough after this point. Once I get below 180, it's really hard because like anything can make me retain water. Uh, then so I'm just trying to kind of figure it out. So now when I go on this vacation, I don't want to like lose any progress I have by just eating random stuff. So I'm trying to come up with ways to fix it. I made like a chicken stick at work, like out of instead of a beef Jaeger, which is a hunter's stick or whatever, it's a chicken one with just like hot seasoning in it, so I should be able to kind of eat them pretty easily. Um, but that covers that. But it does. The other thing is I gotta get like I gotta cover my rice or my potato or whatever it is too still, and see how that goes. And so today I'm gonna be packing for that. Um, I have some giant beehives I found in a tree last winter that I'm giving to a friend who's moving away next week. Um, and she's going to turn them into like frozen in time type beehive things and like resell them. I hope she does well. Um, I have a posing class today with my new posing coach, Keith. He's really nice and he's super kind. I guess in between now and my last video, I ended up firing my last coach. Dropped my last coach as he wasn't really doing a very good job of being a coach. And it was making me feel very disappointed in myself. I felt super lost. And then I made some posts on Reddit about my physique, and Keith showed up, had some gave me a huge boost in confidence. And after I had talked to him, I just had like a total like, oh wow, like moment, and now I understand. There's my 7:30 get up alarm. I just had a huge boost in confidence with him, and I had to switch over. Yeah, I didn't want to get rid of my other coach because I was doing prep with him, but like he was screwing up like my prep time stuff. So like I know I needed to lose weight between 20 weeks out to the show and now, and I couldn't do that on his diet plan. And I asked him when we were 20 weeks out, after training with him for 8 weeks, which made me gain weight, was on his plan. I asked him at 20 weeks out when we were changing it, and he didn't want to change the diet. In fact, he was adding carbohydrates to it. And I was like, okay. So I had more gain time. So I was like, no, this can't be right. I don't understand what's going on. And I talked to Keith, and he set me up with another coach named Blue Taylor. And I immediately called him. I talked to him a bit, found out that he was actually going to like help me through prep properly. Um, I started his program later that next week. I still kept doing the program with my old coach, and I could not eat what he wanted me to eat. Like he wanted me to have like all this food, higher carbs, that I was like, okay, I could do this if I was in a bulk phase, but I'm 20 weeks out from a show. I'm a natural. I should be cutting now, or beginning to cut, or maintaining. If I start gaining weight now, I know that I'm not going to lose enough weight by the time the show starts. And when I started with Blue, I started losing weight immediately. I dropped 3 pounds, and I was like, yeah, all right, cool. So that's what I knew that was important. I've been stronger than ever under his training program. It's been hard, but it goes by fast, which is really cool. I did back yesterday. My back is like super sore, and I barely did anything. I mean, sets wise, I get it now. Strength wise, straight set stuff. So that's cool. Uh, then after a few weeks, my old coach reached out to me and was wondering why I was losing weight and didn't understand because I was still sending him check-ins. And I was in the middle of towards the end of my work season, and I was like already getting like super aggravated from it. And my old coach, I didn't want to explain to him that I'd gotten a new coach. I didn't think it was necessary because I was just talking to him because I figured if I did it right, he would still be in the same like pathway while I was offering him my check-ins because I already paid him for these check-ins. So I was offering him these check-ins, and he was confused about why I was losing weight, and I just told him, I said, I work a lot. I walk a lot. I was walking 24,000 steps a day, which is 14 miles. Like, so I'm busy, busy, busy. So, I mean, steps can matter. Even if it's not the same as like like certain cardio elements, like depending on the time and distance, whatever, yada yada. Anyways, I didn't want to talk to him about it, and he wanted me to call him, and I was like, okay, well, I can call you. I can let you know after 6 or whatever. Well, I didn't message him again because I got busy, and then he messages me 3 days later, 8 o'clock at night, asking me about that phone call, and I was like, why didn't you just message me that other day after 6 if you really cared about doing that phone call? And he threw it back in my face that like I said I was gonna message him, and I'm like, so what, bro? Like, do your job too. Like, you were paid. Like, screw you, man. Don't talk to me like that. And so after that, I decided that with him being so rude to me, I was like, okay, it's time to cut him off. I tried to tell him, explain to him how I felt. He didn't care. Uh, so then later that week, I sent him an email just saying I wanted to cancel dealing with him. I was just wanting to see if I could get my money back. He told me no. I said, all right, well, then you have a good day. And he told me it was messed up that I was leaving him. And I said, whatever. I didn't say anything to him, actually. I let him just say his thing because I'm almost pretty sure he's kind of a narcissist. Um, when you get in I guess sometimes you deal with that with guys who are like super into their figure and posing, that it would make sense that they would be somewhat narcissistic. But I've dealt with narcissists before, and he was giving me all the narcissistic signals that indicated that he knew that he was a narcissist essentially. So um, I was like, well, and what really killed me too was before this, when he was confused about me losing weight, he sent me a check-in update that said 24 weeks out, even though at that point I was 16 weeks out from a show, and I was like, um, what? I texted him right away after I got that email. I was like, bro, I'm 16 weeks out from a show. He's like, you wonder why I'm trying to lose weight? And he said to me, well, we're not going to cut until 4 to 6 weeks out from a show. I'm like, no, no. I was like, you want me to still have body fat on? I'm trying to do a classic physique show. I'm trying to get shredded. I'm not trying to like just lose weight to lose weight and show off a little bit. I'm trying to like get lean, like, because conditioning is what matters when you're on stage. It's so like it matters almost more than your posing. Um, and I don't think he understands that because I've seen some of his other clients' stuff, and none of them are shredded. Nobody is, and even he wasn't shredded. I looked at some of his old stuff, and he just didn't have that conditioning. He's got the moves, but he doesn't know how to condition. I can see that now based off of some of the things I've seen. And based off of the training program that I'm on now with Blue, it's been a huge difference. So I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, ended it with him. That was a pretty big milestone, I feel like, in this, because I worked with him for over a year, and I basically was taken advantage of. You know, not really, actually. More like he was just a bad coach, and he didn't know it. And I'm not going to tell him about it because narcissists will throw stuff back in your face, and that's what they do. So I didn't tell him anything because it wasn't worth it. So I'm glad that's over. Um, yeah, I had a lot going on. I keep putting more and more on my plate right now while I'm trying to do stuff, and I've realized that I have to back off some things. The other day, I had a podcast with a friend of mine, and I told him that I need to take a break on doing these mid-month shows for my game club because I have to focus on some other stuff. The two things I really want to focus on are, of course, my bodybuilding stuff, my workouts and whatnot. The other thing I really want to focus on is getting my game time in for my game of the month stuff, um, and doing those podcasts, which are really short. Thankfully, they're like 40 minutes long, so it's not really a big deal. But the less of them I have, the better. So another thing that I'm probably going to stop doing for a little bit is my D&D game, just because it's so busy right now with work, and my other and my bodybuilding stuff takes up a lot of extra time, that if I start piecemealing out all my extra time to my friends and stuff, I'm going to lose out on my own time and sanity. And I get really antsy and anxious when I don't work out. So I need to double down and focus on that. I really want to get done with this programming, but like I paid for a whole year with Blue, so I've got a whole year to do it. Um, to do the programming stuff like that. I don't want to feel like I don't want to like screw that up, but like when I'm done with the bodybuilding show, I really want to focus on some other things. Like I want to get back into artwork, and I want to try and do voice acting stuff. Like that's like a big goal of mine since I was in high school. And I haven't done anything for it besides do funny voices in Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. And but it is what gives me confidence in it. So here's hoping I can do something with myself that isn't just constantly working. Um, I do feel I do feel bad for my wife and her efforts with our gym doing our new smoothie bar over there. And I only feel bad because like I feel like I took away all her free time, and I feel like I did it, you know. And I guess I kind of did. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to like figure out mentally. I haven't really sat down and thought about it like a ton, like step by step, like what's going to happen, how this is going to go. Um, I'm hoping it does well enough that somebody can work it and she doesn't have to. I don't want her to slave over it or worry about it a ton. But we do have to get established, and we just opened it to our gym members. So hopefully, once it gets going, we can kind of open it to the public. We can get some signage out, um, and then we can have our smoothie bar built and ready to go. I mean, it is, but right now we're working on some aesthetic stuff and some shelving things, and I need to find the time to go in and do those things, because every time it's at the end of the day, I do not feel like it, and I'm just like, I have more work to go do, and I just don't have it in me to do it. So I feel bad because I keep pushing that work onto other people, and I really have to do I have to do a lot of stuff. I have to set up cameras at home. I have to set up another camera at work, security camera stuff. I just have so much happening, and I just can't think about it. So maybe today I'll get the security camera stuff set up in my car, because I needed a camera for that, because it's good for insurance. I believe I was told. I need to try and figure that out. Anyways, so there's a small stressful update. Maybe the next one won't be so far away, and I can kind of talk about my supplements and stuff for my workout stuff, and what my workout routine's like and all that stuff. So maybe, um, that'll kind of give me a good way to vent some of that. So, thank you.